Now let's see how we can create a small website of one form and one PHP page, where the form can be used to take the input data from the user, and one PHP file can be used to process the data. So for our form is supposed to run on the client's browser, uh, and our process.php, the PHP script, is supposed to run on server. Of this is the content of HTML form that we have discussed so far. So we have HTML form here, which has action, which has the form tag starting from here and closing here, and inside that we have a specified action element. Inside action element we have a specified process.php. It means this form is supposed to be submitted to the process.php, where we are evaluating the data, where we are processing the data, and method we are using is post. Here we have used two elements, name and email. So two elements will be visible to us, two text field will be visible to us, that is name and email, and we have one submit button. So we have already discussed this form, so this is the code of that form. So once we will say submit, that all the data will be submitted to process.php, and this process.php we have hosted on our website on web server. So we have used WAMP server. Inside htdocs folder we have created my project folder. Inside that we have created the form and process.php. So now we will see what we have written inside the process.php. So this is our process.php. This is a simple PHP script where we are retrieving the form data using the super global variable $_post. So we have discussed this $_post. This is a super global variable that can be referred anywhere in the page. If you have created, suppose, any function in PHP page, you can still refer $_post. If you have created any class in this PHP page, you can still refer $_post or $_get. So since we have posted the form data using the post method, we can use the $_post variable. And this is basically treated as the associative array. The key is name, and value will be sent. Value is the value whatever has been sent from the form. So we can retrieve that value in the $name variable. We can retrieve the value of name in the $name variable. We can retrieve the value of email in the $email variable. And we are not processing the data. We are just printing that, right, in an echo. So that echo will send again the entire string to the browser for printing. If you want to write some code here, some complex code, you can write here to process the data. So you can write the code here, write code here to process the data, the input data. So processing means you can validate these name and email from the database. That code you can write here instead of comment. And I am just echoing that $name and $email. So let's save it and see the output, how it is working. So now it is clear that you have form, you have process.php. Your form will submit the entire data to process.php, and process.php will do nothing, it will just echo the same name and email to the browser. So let's start with our code. So we will try to open our website form.php page, form.html page on our browser. So my server is running on port 81. You don't have to use 81 port if your server is running on default 80. So let's start. So we have name here, suppose Ankit we have submitted, and password we have given 123456. We have submitted, and since we have submitted it, that has been submitted to the server, to the process.php page, and the process.php page has printed this message. The name you have submitted is Ankit, and the email is 123456. Sorry, we are supposed to submit email, right, not the password. So here we are supposed to submit email, and we will submit it. And we can see here the name you submitted is Ankit, and the email is ankit@gmail.com. So this has been printed by process.php.